Hey, good morning, everybody. So here we are again at the beautiful state of Oregon or Oregon, one of those. I'm not really too sure how to pronounce it, but let me know in the comments down below and I'll figure out the way to pronounce it properly next time because I do come and visit this place periodically. A couple of months ago, back in I believe January or February, we came by the state of Oregon to visit Portland. So if you haven't already seen that video, go ahead and take a look and I'll go ahead and post a link of a description down below. And that video initially covered all of the awesome aspects of like Oregon, like where to eat, places to try out, as well as the awesome hikes located on the east side of Oregon, particularly things like Multnomah Falls, Spirit Falls, and all of those other things that also viewing things like the Columbia River Gorge. And so for today, we are actually gonna go ahead and visit the beautiful and lovely Crater Lake National Park. Crater Lake is about 4 to 4.5 hours drive from Portland. And then obviously we didn't want to drive all that distance early in the morning. So what we ended up doing was booking a place over at Eugene. And Eugene to Crater Lake is about an 1.5-hour drive. So we have this lovely Airbnb cottage, which is actually called Shepherd's Cottage. Initially, when we came in at 12 o'clock at midnight, it was really scary, primarily due to the fact that there's no lights, there's no street lights, and it's dark and you're kind of in the middle of the suburbs. So once you make your way into the actual cottage itself, it's actually a really lovely place. So I'd highly recommend for those of you who are planning a stay, definitely come and check out the Shepherd's Cottage. And I do believe for 2 nights, it costs about $294. And if you take a look at some of the areas in the surrounding parts of the house, they have sheep. So little cute, if you like animals, really cute place. And actually one other thing I want to mention before we actually talk about Crater Lake is the fact that if you go to the backyard of this house, they have 2 awesome swing sets that we are definitely going to take advantage of later on. So let's go ahead and start this adventure and take a look at awesome Crater Lake National Park. Let's go. Hey, what's up everybody? So here we are at Crater Lake National Park over in Oregon, and isn't it beautiful? I mean, the drive itself is just majestic, but the fact that once you make your way up towards Crater Lake, it makes you appreciate, really appreciate Mother Nature, and just look at how blue, how crisp, how clean this water is. It's like almost like a sapphire bluish hue. And I remember when I came here about 5 years ago, there was one particular area where you actually are able to make your way down towards the water and actually be able to jump in Crater Lake. So I'm hoping to see if we could still find that area. And at some point, we are gonna make our way over towards Rim Village rather, and make our way up towards Garfield Peak, a higher and more panoramic view of Crater Lake. So let's go ahead and take a look and see some of the other aspects that is surrounding the trailhead areas of Crater Lake. So one of the beautiful aspects about Crater Lake is the fact that every stop, every destination point as you're making, at least right now, making your way towards the Rim Village, is a lookout point. So here we are right now. We're gonna go ahead and stop at Watchman Overlook, and just another aspect of Crater Lake. So I feel it's almost like once you see it all, once you see one, you see it all. But you know what? No matter how many times you take a look at it, magnificent, just magnificent. You know, no matter how many different stops there are, making your way along towards Rim Village, it's just every stop is a unique vantage point and a unique experience. So I highly recommend everybody coming by. And there's just one area along one of the rim trails which has a fantastic area to have a picnic. So I'd highly recommend coming by. Bring a picnic basket, bring your drinks, bring a good attitude. All right, everybody, so here we are. We made it to Garfield Peak, located at the Rim Village, and now unfortunately we couldn't make our way up all the way to the top, and it's about a round trip 3.2 miles, so it's marked as strenuous, but it actually wasn't that hard considering all of the other hikes that I've done in the past. Easy. But either way, again, no matter what view, no matter what angle, Crater Lake is simply beautiful. So just a quick stop over at Vidae Falls, which is over at the East Rim Trail. Now, unfortunately, because of the fact that it's still technically wintertime, even though it's June, about 4 miles up as you make your way towards the East Rim Trail is basically closed. So this is essentially as, I don't want to say we can't go anymore, but this is essentially as far as we're willing to go because we've already driven about 3 miles from when we initially entered the East Rim area. So this is basically our last stop before we make our way out towards Crater Lake. But again, if you guys have never visited Crater Lake before, you definitely have to come by and make it a wish list on your bucket list because it's just one of the more spectacular spots that I have been to. Given the fact that I've been here my second time, I would still highly recommend everybody come out, check out Crater Lake.